Hey guys, Justin here from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. This is our weekly watch list video highlighting the 5 stocks we are watching. First one being Nvidia, second one being Coin, third one AMD, fourth one Meta, and then the fifth one WFC. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. So, getting things started, for those of you who have watched the prior videos, the first thing I'm going to do is break down SPY. What have we seen lately on SPY, and then what we can expect to see within the coming week. Before I start it this week, I just want to note that this week on Wednesday is going to be FOMC. It's going to be incredibly volatile on the market. There's I believe the futures are pricing in a 25 basis point hike. Before it was a 50, but after the recent Silicon Valley collapse, there is potential also for a 0 basis point rate hike, but futures are predicting a 25 basis point hike. And the biggest thing is, too, the FOMC release and when Powell talks is how he addresses these bank issues and if this is a systemic risk or a systematic risk, and if it truly does pose a big risk to the entire financial community, the entire financial sector, and that is going to have a huge implication here on the banking sector and the markets as a whole. That being said, here on SPY, what have we seen here lately? We basically get these few days of consolidation here. Thursday, nice move higher here. And then we really get this inside bar here, digestion day here on Friday, which is a lot of times expected anytime you get a drastic move like this right here. A lot of times you see an inside bar and not much follow through. Very similar back here on 2.7 and then that 2.8 inside bar here. Now, going forward, or something to note too, is notice the high amount of volume here. And this influx of volume is from the recent volatility, the VIX spike, and that banking sector collapse, especially regional banks like FRC, SIVB, and so on and so forth. You can note that by, if we go to the VIX, you can see the spike up here. Starting to get some volatility in the market, some fear, nothing abnormal yet. I want to see a true clear of 30, and ideally for like a spike to end a bear market into that 45 region. We still haven't gotten that spike up yet. That is what I would be looking for. Going to the hourly chart here, let's pull up SPY. Really what I'm watching here is this 394 area, a very key break and retest region here. So you can see how we bounced back here, bounced, and then we bounced off the open, nice move higher. And then we broke below this here on a very strong downtrend selling pressure day here on this Thursday. Retest, rejection, after hours rejection, rejection here. We broke above this movement here. So you can see here on Thursday, cracked above here. Retest on Friday, and we immediately stuffed this lower here. So strong sellers in this 393.50, 394 area. As for a bounce region, watching this move lower down here in this 387.80 to 387 area, so basically 387, 388, for a potential bounce move here. You can see the nice bounce here, reject, bounce, and then that strong advancement up here into 396. Upside, watching this 393, 394 area reject, and then 396 to 397 area, and 400 being a massive psych level above here. Daily chart, inside bar digestion. Really need to see a movement outside of this bar for direction. I want to see an upside move. If we get some buying strength over 394 for this move up into 396.50, potential into 398, 399. If we get some selling pressure here, ideally I want to see a sell-off continuation below 388 to take this move lower into that 383 region. The first play is going to be one that's been strong lately, and it's really one that's come under a lot of people's radar, and not one that many people have been watching per se. You aren't seeing it all over the news. It's not everywhere, and it's going to be Nvidia. And really, it's a massive rally off of these lows here. 108.13 all the way up here to the current price, 138% rally off the lows here. So significant trending structure here. Nice higher high here. I do think we have room up into this 265 area and 273 area here on a continuation long move. What I want to see here is from an hourly perspective, I want to see us hold this 258 area for that upside move. And that 258 area is significant here from the after hours uptrending structure here on Nvidia. You can see we closed here at 255 and we gapped up and opened up here into 261. You can see how we rejected here. We false breakout, reject, and then we get this retest here, hold here, and basically consolidate amongst this region all day long. So longing over 258 here up into that 266 region potential, and if we do get some selling pressure, watching this 250-267 support region as an intraday level to play this move. The second play is going to be coin, another relative strength name here on Friday. You can see we get this gap up here on 2-2 in the sell-off here in a consolidation, finally breaking out here. This comes with the recent strength in Bitcoin. Obviously, Coinbase is going to be somewhat tracking Bitcoin. Not a direct correlation. It obviously is more correlated to the market, but Bitcoin prices do have a tendency to fluctuate the price of coin, and that's why we get the strength move here on Friday, trading 1.4x volume. I want to see either a 73.34 retest and hold here, or this continuation long over Friday's high with potential up into 80 plus here. So if we go in, let's go actually to the 30-day hourly. You can see just how strong this 73.34 region is. Multiple rejects here after being a support. If we do pull back, watching this 73.34 area here as a support. I do think if we crack 77.60 on buyers, we can push and make that move up into 80 plus here this week. The third play, one that's not as strong as NVIDIA, similar sector, closing a little stronger here on Friday, but not as strong as NVIDIA like I mentioned. I want to see AMD hold above this 97.64 region. You can see this is basically an earnings gap up, cup breakout, a strong follow-through day here, continues to the upside here. For the upside, again, I need to see this 97.64 region to hold for that 100.94 area. The last thing that you want to see is an immediate reclaim below this Friday's low and then a pullback here. So if we do get that scenario, if we do get strong selling pressure here on Monday, watching this 93.93 area, or 93.93 for a potential bounce move, and then that reclaim back up here into this 97.64 and then 100 region. The fourth play, and this was one off of our watch list last week on this reclaim of 180, moved all the way up to 205.38. A very significant move. Glad to see it work out. It's going to be Meta. And really what I see in potential here on this one is if we trap the shorts here. So it's not a setup yet, but what I'm trying to play here is if we do trap shorts and then reclaim above this Friday's high for that continuation to 205.38 and 210. And what I mean by trapping shorts is a lot of people are likely to enter this short here on Meta on a claim below this candle's high here. It looks like we're going to fail to break down. It looks like we can retest down here into this gap region 186. Well, what happens then is when these shorts come in, if you do get a reclaim above this candle high here, makes it very easy to add fuel to the fire as those shorts cover and have to buy back the position for that advancement to the upside here. So watching over this candle high here to trap those shorts at this 201.88, basically a 202 region, for this continuation move higher here. I do think we have potential in the 205.38 and above that up into that 210 region here. Name with relative strength here on Friday, obviously some weakness here, but watching this potential continuation move if we can retrade above 202 to the upside. Then the last play, one that obviously is in a sector that's been absolutely demolished here. The banks have been very volatile. It's due to the recent collapse of a few regional banks, and even the larger banks are feeling the brunt, the effect of that. Now what I want to see is we have these attempted bounce moves here on what day was this, 315 and then 316. So these lower volume bounce moves, not on much conviction at all. And then Friday you stuff this lower here on higher volume. I want to see a continuation sell-off below 37.46. I do think we trade into these 52-week lows here at 36.54. And especially with the momentum and the weakness behind this, if we do get this move below 37.46, going to closely watch the short down here into that 36.59 region on the continuation and the weakness within this entire sector. That being said, that wraps up our watch list video for the week. If you did enjoy this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. If you are interested in getting our private course, alerts, and more, feel free to check out simplified-investing.com today. We would love to have you guys on board. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and reminder, FOMC on Wednesday is going to be very volatile on the market.